planning, I just feel like the schedule isn't tight enough. Like, I don't, you know, we don't leave enough places quick enough.
I drive the 2012 white FJ Cruiser named Beardo. Saw you guys on Pinterest about 6.5 weeks ago. Bought it, built up, and been loving it ever since.
From 6 different states, we rendezvoused in the high pines of Flagstaff. This installment of the Rogue Overland Summer Expedition would be spent exploring the cooler weather of northern Arizona. Northern Arizona has much evidence of volcanic activity. The lava caves prove to be a very cool stop.
As you can see, all kinds of generations, all kinds of vehicles, different levels, and that's kind of what we've enjoyed, is bringing people together to do this kind of stuff. So hopefully everybody's going to have a blast. We are going to head this way. Today is relatively mellow. It's going to be a lot like sand if you've ever wheeled in the sand. And if you need help, you need a spot, you're uncomfortable, you're unsure about anything, then just holler on the radio and you'll get help, okay? So don't feel like you have to do something that you're not comfortable doing on this trip.
Cinder Hills OHV area was the first session of wheeling on our trip. With similar characteristics to sand, in a setting that feels like being on the moon, driving these volcanic cinder fields was a unique experience. What can we say? Boys will be boys. Back on pavement, we made our way down a desolate stretch of road towards Wapatki National Monument. Taking in the history, we stopped at our first brewery to stock our fridges before heading to camp. If you are ever at Historic Brewery, you have to try the Pie Hole Porter. We traveled Lake Mary Road en route to camp. The night's activity would be the raffle. The raffle has become an exciting way for us to get great products in the hands of true enthusiasts. We appreciate the companies that make it possible.
Fast, Bubba Rope, Tembo Tusk, Mechanics Gloves, Adventure Trailers, CVT, Dead Man Off-Road, and then as Rogue Overland, we threw some stuff in. We have some molly bags and a first aid kit. Excitement though, you guys can't be too excited when you win a $150 first aid kit. With an Adventure Trailer t-shirt. They're size medium, but I can swap you out for a large. Large and large. There you go. 511 Tactical. Tusk Adventure Scuttle. We've been running the Scuttle and now the Adventure Scuttle for years at this point, and it's pretty awesome. With the jet boil, if you want to, you can get rid of everything else. As far as there you go, and some fuel with it. Yeah. Going Bubba rope on this one. You get the,
Yes.
We're doing honor system.
Sweet.
There you go.
You need this?
Sure.
Let's get a picture. Can I get
Nice.
All right. Dead Man Earth Anchor with their relatively new, I believe they're calling it a body bag, the carrying bag. Made by Blue Ridge Overland. So you guys are a step up from what we have, because the one that we tested, we only got the Dead Man. No bag to carry it in. So here we go. Shake it up real good. This one is overruled. There you go, my man. Thank you. You're welcome. All right.
My name's Eric. I work at a clothing company called Prana. Employees are allowed to give out these passes to fellow adventurers. So they're good for about 50%, 60% off the entire product line at all of the stores.
We did our best to appreciate the last views from our campsite on the Mogollon Rim as the night chased away the last fading light. We woke to a muddy road as an overnight monsoon had showered the area. Nonetheless, we pushed on to our next stop, the historic Strawberry Schoolhouse.
So I don't know, it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning. Woke up to crazy wind, tent lighting up from the lightning, and then it just started coming down. I was fortunate the tent didn't leak, but I was a little concerned it would.
We're at the Strawberry Schoolhouse where they used to give education to all the little strawberries.
And it was built in 1885, and it was in use until 1915 in Strawberry, Arizona.
Our lunch stop for the day was at Trident Winery, where we were able to sample some very unusual wines. Definitely check them out at tridentwinery.com.
That's basil, mint, a little bit of lemonade, and a little bit of berries in there. So, yeah.
I make wine in many cases out of things no one's ever thought of. Ocotillo flowers, hibiscus flowers, fruit that we pick from the desert. So we're completely out of the box compared to most wineries.
After several hours of conversing over lunch, we challenged our rigs on Pyatt Draw Trail. With rocks, water, and mud, this trail gave us the injection of technical driving we craved. A veteran of our trips, there has yet to be a place that Mayhem cannot pilot this beastly Duramax. After a long day on the trail, we welcomed a casual evening around camp, spent cooking and conversing about the day's events.
My name is Austin Smith. I'm from Peoria, Illinois. We traveled 1,200 miles to get to join Rogue Overland on day 3.
Okay, so I spent the month in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I usually live in Vegas, so I had to come from the other side, so I had the weekend off, so I came out.
Thanks for coming out and joining us, man.
Yeah.
Several days of adventure had us weary. What better way to get refreshed than in an Arizona swimming hole?
What do you think? Should we go?
We love to support local businesses. So to fill our coolers, we stopped at the Verde Brewing Company. Part of the Arizona craft beer movement, this is a great place to wet your whistle. Built on a hillside and loaded with mining history, Jerome, Arizona is a great place to spend an afternoon. Jerome State Park boasts many relics of the area's mining history.
What are you guys making?
Making, call it Meximuck.
Meximuck?
It's like a bean dip. It's really good.
Yeah, is this like a family recipe?
Nope, it's a wheeling recipe because it doesn't involve anything except one pot and some cans.
This is her secret recipe for bee beans.
Bacon, mac and cheese.
Oh, that's your standard.
New Orleans Holy Trinity Jambalaya.
If you need someone to sample, just,
oh, yeah.
just
Let
give me
you
a
know.
holler.
At this point, many from the group were pulled away by the responsibilities of life. The rest of us enjoyed a potluck dinner at our last camp of the trip. Smiley Rock Trail would be the last section of rock crawling our rigs would endure on this trip. This trail is an uncommon experience in the desert. In many places, the overgrowth forms a lush green canopy above the rig. Same as the rock for which the trail is named, we were all smiles. An adventure is enriched by the relationships you build along the way, and we couldn't have been happier with the people on the trip. We hope that we inspire you to be, live, explore.